Hello and welcome to Inside Politics. I'm Anastasiya Lavrina. This year marks a significant milestone for China, the 101st anniversary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. Since its founding in 1921, the party has led the country through a remarkable transformation from decades of internal struggle to becoming the world's second largest economy, a leader in technological innovation and a key player in global diplomacy. In recent years, China has taken on an increasingly active role in regional and international platforms, including the Shanghai Cooperation Organization and BRICS. At the same time, its relations with countries across Eurasia, including Azerbaijan, have deepened, built on shared principles of mutual respect, economic development, and regional stability. With ongoing global shifts from security challenges to energy transformations and technological competition, the China-Azerbaijan partnership stands at a new crossroads. What role will China play in shaping the global order? How can China and Azerbaijan build even stronger cooperation in trade, infrastructure, and innovation? These are just some of the topics we will explore in our discussion today. We have the distinct honor of speaking with Her Excellency Liu Mei, the Ambassador of People's Republic of China to the Republic of Azerbaijan. Your Excellency, thank you so much for joining Inside Politics.
Thank you very much, Anastasia. It's a great pleasure to be invited to your program of Inside Politics of A News channel.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor for us to host you and cover such an important topics. So I would like to start with a question. President Xi Jinping's vision of building a community with a shared future for mankind is widely welcomed by the international community. So please briefly explain the significance of this vision.
Thank you very much for your question. As we all know that the world is undergoing profound changes and facing challenges. And President Xi Jinping proposed a vision of building an international community of shared future for mankind is to provide a solution to address the common challenges of the world and outline a new blueprint for a better world. And the vision is actually solving the question of our time, what kind of world to build and how to build it. And the goal is to build a world of lasting peace and security and common shared prosperity. And President Xi Jinping also put forward 3 global initiatives, which are Global Security Initiative, Global Development Initiative, and Global Civilization Initiative, which is to support the vision of building a community of shared future for mankind. And we are very delighted that many countries, including Azerbaijan, have joined the efforts of building this international community of shared future for mankind. And last April, President Aliyev just paid his 3rd state visit to China. And in his meeting with President Xi Jinping, and President Aliyev has highly appreciated President Xi Jinping's vision of community of shared future for mankind, as well as his 3 global initiatives, and reiterate Azerbaijan's support of these important initiatives. And looking into the future, China is ready to working with countries, including Azerbaijan, to build, to make joint efforts to build a world that is good for all nations and benefit for all mankind.
Well, indeed, Madam Ambassador, you mentioned cooperation between Azerbaijan and China. It's really important to know that 2 countries have an intention to proceed, to move forward, including the recent visit of President Ilham Aliyev to China. So both countries have maintained a long history of good diplomatic relations. Looking ahead, in your opinion, which areas hold the greatest potential for deepening cooperation between the 2 countries, especially in the context of the current regional situation and global challenges?
As you said, that China and Azerbaijan are good friends and good partners. And over the past 33 years, since the establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Azerbaijan, our relations have enjoyed sound and steady growth. Actually, fruitful cooperation across various fields has given a strong boost to our respective development and revitalization and brought tangible benefits to our peoples. As I just said, that last April, President Aliyev made his third state visit to China, and President Aliyev and President Xi Jinping has signed a joint statement on the establishment of comprehensive strategic partnership between China and Azerbaijan, which opening a historical new chapter for both countries. And besides the joint statement, two countries have joined 20 agreements on various fields for further cooperation, including Belt and Road Initiative. Actually, Azerbaijan is one of the first countries that participate in the implementation of Belt and Road Initiative proposed by President Xi. And the joint efforts in building Belt and Road between China and Azerbaijan is not just economic cooperation, but it's deeply rooted in our history, culture, connection that deeply rooted in the ancient Silk road between China and Azerbaijan. And together we have made joint efforts in implementing the Belt and Road Initiative in the Made Corridor, as well as China and Europe Express Railroad, and we've made great progress in these areas. And so China is ready, working with Azerbaijan to implement the consensus agreed by our heads of states during President Aliyev's visit. And actually, just last week, I accompanied President Aliyev to the inauguration ceremony of November 8 project power plant in Mingachevi. And it's Azerbaijan's largest capacity power generation facilitation. And Chinese companies supplied equipment, including heat recovery boilers and transformers for it. And President Aliyev highly appreciates the Chinese company's contribution to the plant's construction, setting a good example of international cooperation. And people-to-people exchange are becoming more important between China and Azerbaijan. Just recently, that Azerbaijan media delegation visited China, including representative of your TV channel. And China and Azerbaijan mutual visa exemption will take effect on July 16th. Which we believe will further strengthen the people-to-people exchange between our two countries. And so we really welcome more Azerbaijan people to visit China and to experience the unique charm of Chinese culture, as well as the dynamic modernization process of China. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Azerbaijan government for assisting and facilitating Chinese nationals passing through Astara border crossing from Iran to Azerbaijan in the past 2 weeks. And it's a friend in need is a friend indeed. So this is a true demonstration of China-Azerbaijan comprehensive strategic partnership.
That's
Thank
indeed
you.
Very impressive. You mentioned the willingness to have more people-to-people contact. I guess the visa regime has been also excluded from the both relations. It happened, the agreement was signed during the visit of Mr. President Ilham Aliyev to China, so now it's much easier for the people from Azerbaijan traveling to China. I guess another very important moment, which also brings our countries together, is the willingness to cooperate following the main principles: mutual respect of the territorial integrity, as in Azerbaijan is highly respected one China policy, and China has always respected the territorial integrity of Azerbaijan. So I would like to continue mention another very important issue. This year it's 80th anniversary of the victory during the Second World War, the victory on the World Anti-Fascist War, which is very important. And this topic is being raised not only in Azerbaijan, but also in some countries. In China, it's very memorable. China is holding the series of commemorative events. Madam Ambassador, how does China view the contemporary significance of commemorating this important historic event?
Thank you very much for your question. As you said, that this year marks the 80th anniversary of victory of Chinese People's War of resistance against Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War. And China will hold commemorative events, which includes military parade, and President Xi Jinping will deliver keynote message to mark this anniversary. And 80 years ago, Chinese people achieved great victory in the war of resistance against Japanese aggression and made great contribution to the global victory in the World Anti-Fascist War. 80 years later today, the world is still facing challenges. Unilateralism, hegemonism pose serious threats to the world, and we must learn from history, draw wisdom and strength from victory. And the great victory of anti-fascist war of World War II, and we should resolutely oppose all form of hegemonism and power politics, and together create a peaceful and secure future for humanity. And this year also marks the 80th anniversary of the founding of United Nations. And we must firmly uphold the international system with the United Nations at its core, and international order underpinned by international law and norms governing international relations based on the purpose and principles of UN Charter. As important members of Global South, China and Azerbaijan strongly uphold the international fairness and justice. And China is ready to work with Azerbaijan to strengthen solidarity and cooperation and uphold the purpose and principles of UN Charter and practice the true multilateralism and jointly promote world peace and development.
So, I had the privilege to attend the briefing sessions organized by UN held in the embassy. And I can notice that in your statements, you always refer to the AI developments. That's the sphere where China achieved significant progress. And China is rapidly advancing in the field of artificial intelligence with significant investments in research and development. So I cannot avoid the possibility to ask a question about China's view of its role in shaping the future development of the artificial intelligence.
Thank you. And China is actively advancing its paths of modernization and high quality development. And China remains committed to high-level opening up to the world and sharing broad development opportunities with countries around the world and contributing to global stability and prosperity. As scientific and technology innovation is one of the key pillars of China modernization. And artificial intelligence, as one of the important frontiers, is developing very rapidly in China and widely applied in China. It's actually profoundly transforming people's life and work in China and around the world. And as a major leading country in AI technology, China attach great importance to its development, to its safety and its governance and the capacity building, especially for developing countries. And President Xi Jinping has proposed the global initiative for AI governance, and China has also promoted the adoption of UN resolution on international cooperation to strengthen capacity building of AI. And we also established a group of friends on international cooperation on AI capacity building. And China stands ready to actively assist Global South countries, including Azerbaijan, to enhance their technology capacity by means of technical assistance and training program to bridge the digital divide and to jointly work together a bright digital and intelligent future for all and leaving no one behind.
So we are coming back to my second question when I asked about the future perspectives of cooperation between two countries. AI is one of the spheres where Azerbaijan and China has a great potential for cooperation in the future.
Yeah.
So, Madam Ambassador, how many months is you already here in Baku?
It's more than 2 months.
More than 2 months,
Yeah.
not that much, but still I would like to ask one more question. As a newly appointed China's ambassador to Azerbaijan, what's your impression of the country?
Oh, I have very good impression of Azerbaijan, and ever since I came here, wherever I go, I feel the great hospitality and friendship from Azerbaijan people. Actually, in China, we have a saying that no mountain and ocean can distance people with shared inspiration. And so I think despite the distance between China and Azerbaijan, but we have great history, culture, and value connection, which make me feel very much at home here. And so as a new ambassador of China to Azerbaijan, I'm committed to make every effort to strengthen this long-standing friendship between our two countries. And there's also a saying in Azerbaijan that with a true friend nearby, and there's nothing to fear. And so ever since I came here, I have met a lot of people and made a lot of good friends already. So that further strengthened my confidence of doing my job here. And so I sincerely hope I will continue to receive such support from all friends in Azerbaijan. And I'm sure that my time in Baku will become an unforgettable time of my life and a highlight of my career. Thank
Amazing.
you very much.
Madam Ambassador, thank you. Thank you so much for joining Inside Politics, for sharing your vision of the future development of the bilateral relations between Azerbaijan and China. And of course, we wish you good luck and great success.
It's a great pleasure to be invited to your program. And thank you very much. And I want to send my regards to Azerbaijan people through this program.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So that brings us to the end of this edition of Inside Politics. Today's discussion highlighted the growing importance of Azerbaijan-China relations in the complex global landscape, from economic cooperation and regional connectivity to shared interests in innovation and diplomacy. The partnership between two countries continues to evolve with great potential. Thank you for joining us as we explore the ideas and dynamics shaping our region and the world. I'm Anastasiya Lavrina, and this is Inside Politics on A News. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and see you soon.